Live from the City of Angels, it's Thursday night. Time for the box office preview show. We're going up to the Spirit in the Sky. What are the songs featured in tonight's MMT evaluation? Final Destination, Bloodlines. Spirit in the Sky. This one is the Doctor and the Medics version from back in like 86. I remember dancing to this at a club when I was in college. This version. It was their only hit. Doctor and the Medics. A remake. I actually like it. It's pretty cool. Cool version. All right, guys, get ready. On the heels of last night's really fun stream talking about Hurry Up Tomorrow, which I'm a big fan of. We'll talk about that film again tonight. If you missed the stream, we will bring in the Rotten Tomatoes score, which is really low, which is criminal, but we'll talk about that tonight. But we do have to get into Final Destination, a film that was initially scheduled to go directly to Max, and then they said to themselves, HBO Max. They finally returned the real name. And, you know, they said we can make some money, and it turns out this film is looking like it's going to be a big hit this weekend, which is great for theaters. We always love that. Not good news for Hurry Up Tomorrow. That film's in real trouble. Again, real shame. Man. But let's talk about Final Destination Bloodlines, a film that I'm not all that high on. I mean, why should I be, right? I mean, there's not much to get excited about this film as we look at it here. Welcome here to MMT as we do this live as always. And this is the 8th installment of the Final Destination series. Is that correct? I'm not going to tell you I've seen all 8. I've seen maybe 2. I mean, listen, I don't know the lore of the series. It goes way back into the 90s, right? The initial installment of this. But like all studios, they say, how can we make some money? Let's just repackage this and bring it back, and we'll have it be about the lineage. People who should have died but ended up living, and then they are hexed. They have a curse on them for the remainder of their days. That is the setup here for Final Destination Bloodlines. And the one thing I will tell you is there are some cool kills here. This one we're going to watch right now is humorous, cute, and there's lots more of exactly what you're about to watch here. As this is Final Destination Bloodlines, watch out for the rogue lawnmower.
There you go, just like college. Cool. Yep, nice. Hey, what's that? Mom, you want it?
Careful, Howard.
Oh, yeah, I'm okay. All right. Oh, good. Oh, I'm okay. It's okay. It's all right.
And that's exactly what you get over the course of nearly 2 hours of this film. When you look at this, aside from the cool kills, which we just saw one of, it's a very simple script, right? Who's going to survive? How do we stop the curse? We've only seen this in about 1 billion other films, right? And this also has a very, as you can see, TV movie look, okay? It was originally destined for streaming, and Warner said, let's make some money, and they're going to. So it's a smart move. Every kill in this film reminds me of Mousetrap. You guys remember that game from Hasbro? Watch this quick clip.
The new Mousetrap game is here. Build a contraption and you're ready for action. Launch it to catch the other mice as many times as you can. Watch your step or you could get trapped yourself. Complete your cheese wheel and win with the new Mousetrap game. Adult assembly required.
Right? A chain reaction and then someone loses their skull. That's all this movie is for an hour and 55 minutes. Here's what I recommend. If you're going to sit through this film, Final Destination Bloodlines, you need to go have a couple of drinks at the bar before you go in. I had one Michelob Ultra tonight. It wasn't enough. I had to get up and get out of the theater every 15 minutes because I couldn't take much more of this. Because it's the same thing over and over. Just like the game of Mousetrap. 69%. Which means we're right on the border of recommend and stay the hell away from it. I'm going to leave that up to you tonight. Your call. Just have low expectations. There's a very low bar that's met if you're looking for a very average evening at the multiplex. There is a kind of cool kill involving an MRI machine. That's my favorite in the entire film. But this is no Hurry Up Tomorrow, everybody. Oh, no, it's not. Yeah, exactly. You got it. Louis Trace, we have the smartest viewers. I literally just called the MRI machine kill with the vending machine the best part of the film, and then bang, first comment, there it is. Nice work, MMT audience, the smartest of any out there. But when you look at this as a really appealing, engaging, cinematic event, it's just not that. Last night's film, Hurry Up Tomorrow, without question, is that. We'll talk about that film more tonight. I do want to get into the look of the sales here tonight as we go directly to AMCtheaters.com and we do our seat check here on Thursday nights and we check the sales of this film. Let's go to AMC Burbank 16 where I saw this. Dolby Cinema 8:30. 20 minutes from now. That looks really good. That's why I have this way higher than I ever anticipated this being a few weeks ago or months ago. I would have said this opens at maybe 15, 20. Nope, it's going higher than that. Let's go to the Grove, 9 o'clock Dolby there in the middle of L.A., one of the worst parking situations for any mall you could ever hope for. And you can see that looks pretty solid as well. Let's go to Century City where I saw Mission Impossible 8 on Monday, the very disappointing MI8. And if you missed that reaction stream, it's available for you on Midnight Movie Talk on YouTube. If you're watching us on X, you can watch all of the old live events on the YouTube channel. Let's go and see what it looks like in Century City. And we go to the 9 o'clock IMAX because this was filmed in IMAX. What does that mean? That means they literally took an IMAX camera out for one day and shot one scene. I don't know which scene it was. I couldn't tell you because none of the movie looks great. These are a couple of directors who did some things for Disney Channel. So, I mean, that's what you're getting. That's what we have now from the studios. They know you can put filmed in IMAX. And all it means is one scene. If I remember The Dark Knight, or was it Batman Begins? When IMAX was kind of just coming on, they had like one scene of Batman on a building, and that was it. And they were like, it's filmed in IMAX. Okay. It's not a Nolan filmed in IMAX, the entire film. It's literally one cutaway. Shot with an IMAX camera on a Saturday, ran it at noon, returned at 1 o'clock. And that qualifies for IMAX. Look how packed that is. I hope these people are going to the bar before they go to see the movie, because that's the only real way to take this film in. Versus Hurry Up Tomorrow, which will really get those juices flowing creatively. Not from a screenplay narrative perspective, but from a tech angle. Oh my God, that film. MMT projector on this is 43 million. I could see it actually bounce higher, but the fact that I'm just kind of underwhelmed by the overall film, hard to get excited for it. I'm going to put it at 43, which is a big win for Warner Brothers should we get to that number. So that's where we are on Final Destination Bloodlines. I think that's as simple and as clean as we can do that because I have nothing more to say because it's just one of those films. Now, I do, though, want to talk about Hurry Up Tomorrow. I do need to watch out for weights and volleyball accidents. The movie's got some funny things going on. I'm not going to tell you that it doesn't at least semi-entertain. I'm just telling you I wasn't engaged like I was with this film that you see in front of you. Rotten Tomatoes, the reviews are piling in here for Hurry Up Tomorrow. And just as I expected, the average critic sucks. We've talked about this how many times? How many times do we talk about this? This is like a daily thing here. Every time I come on, it's episodic that I have to say that the average film critic sucks dicks. Well, I don't know about that, but you know what I'm saying. They're terrible. They really have no business doing this, okay? 17% off 35 reviews. Let's see who got it right and who totally whiffed, because we got it right. We got it right, okay? I'm 100% right. This film, technically, is the best directed film of 2025. It's that simple. And the fact is, most of these people can't even see it because they don't have any talent, man. I'm tired of playing the game. I'm not going to play it anymore. Not just tired of it. I'm not going to play it anymore. I'm not going to play the game that everyone who has an opinion is valid. Fuck no. Not doing it again. There's no bar you have to pass for this. It's not like being a lawyer. Random people all want to be a critic. Like the New York chin-stroking losers. They don't speak for anyone. I'm sure they missed on this too. Russ Simmons gives it a fresh. Good for you, Russ. You nailed it. Rotten. Gold Groth of Phantom Wire. Fresh. 8 out of 10. Thank you. It's a magical, terrifying odyssey that finally elevates The Weeknd as an actor to watch alongside an always terrific Jenna Ortega. Thank you, Cole, for seeing the right movie. San Francisco Chronicle. Fresh. Not a perfect film, but it's one that questions, probes, and challenges. 4 out of 4. Holy shit, right? Damn right, man. So don't listen. Spidey Sensei, you're the guy I'm going to address right now. Don't be the dude telling me that everybody hates it. So you're wrong, Weber. I'm right more than any of these motherfuckers. It's not even a contest. I'm not playing the game again with you guys. I am the fucking king goat bitch in this space. Nobody can come up and bring it. No one like me. No one. Because everyone else is worried about maybe not fitting in or maybe not saying what everyone else is saying. I tell you this, I have no interest in ever being part of the crowd and being part of the group. I have zero. And if you think you're going to get me to care that you're telling me that, well, the other critics didn't like it. I don't care. I'm right. I was right about Anora. I'm right about Babylon. I'm correct about Beau is Afraid, The Whale. What else you want to throw out there? No one is as good as MMT. Not a contest. He's not great, but he's also not the worst. There is a scene that is definitely the worst of it where he has to tell her, hey, listen, we're done. And it's not great. But again, remember, I didn't say we're giving The Weeknd an Oscar. I told you that this film, Trey Edward Schultz directs the shit out of this thing. 4 out of 5 discussing film. Nice job. James Preston Poole. Dan Tabor of Synapse. Fresh. Charles Bramesco. Talk about a chin-stroking knob. Him and Jordan Hoffman. Jordan Hoffman looks like the kind of person that literally has to pay for sex. All the time. Whichever way the dude goes, he literally has to unload the wallet because no one's going to get with that guy. And he's also a terrible critic. Too bad, dude. Deal with it, bro. Unbelievable. These people are so untalented, man. They really are. And I know I dragged, what's his name the other night, right? Who was it I dragged the other night and then I had to say, oh my God, he got it right. That's right, our guy from IndieWire, David Erick. I got to make him the cinema champion because he nailed Mission Impossible 8. But the rest of these people generally fail at what they try to do. because they don't even write for anybody that has a clue about what they're talking about. So they're all chin-stroking, circle jerk nerds. They don't speak for anybody. But you guys, seriously, let's have the conversation. Let's have the conversation. Let's do this. Do you really think that everybody who does something is good? Do you really think that? Because that's what society's telling us now. Oh, because Johnny wants to play football, basketball, tennis, insert sport, they are talented. No, Johnny isn't even athletic. We need an American Idol for critics. And guess who would be the Simon? Me. I would get rid of 99% of the critics out there. Fail, 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 fail. Jeff, I talked to him after the screening last night. I like Jeff a lot. Smart guy. Let me tell you that he also knows there's good things here. So that's the thing no one, like, listen, I didn't defend the screenplay. I'm telling you that Trey Edward Schultz direction, sound design, the score from OPN, dudes, this is way more cinematic than virtually anything that we've seen this year. And that typically, I'm shocked at. Of course, here's the thing. The New York critics of the world, the ones I just dragged, they all love to know when the film that they can trash is and then just, oh, it's not cool to like this film. I know it's the right thing to say to trash this because they couldn't even imagine being out there saying this film is good. That's why this is a barometer film. We have these films every once in a while that come into the marketplace and we get a chance to see who the real critics are and who the fake ass bitches are. And those New York critics are all, they're literally, as cliche it is hot air central, man. Those dudes literally, and the thing about those people, and this is the funny thing about everyone that we dragged, and take a look at a lot of these people. This is the deal. They are so fucking egotistical. And I know what I just said sounds like it. It's all an act, okay? But I also know I'm pretty fucking good, okay? It's a little both. These people don't have the talent. Imagine not having the talent and then having an ego. Imagine that. Here's what I'm going to tell you. I know on this stream, and I've done this stream so many times live by myself, okay? Again, here on a Thursday night, live from the City of Angels. No one can do what I do as well as I do by themselves in a solo situation for as long as I have. And they know that. And that they have to recognize. Whether you like it or not, you have to own that shit. And New York critics, I will destroy you on a one-on-one live situation. It's not a contest. So go write your 5,000-word think piece, loser pieces, and no one's going to read them except for your chin-stroking nerds that you fucking talk to. The rest of us who live in the real world aren't going to even pay attention because you guys are frauds at the end of the day. But yet your egos think that you are literally the next god in the space. You're fucking nothing. You're nothing, and I got news for you. None of us are at the end of the day. But the fact that you guys actually think, I write for the New Yorker, I write for Vulture, I am a member of the New York Film Critics Circle Jerk. I don't care. You guys have done nothing in your lives. Seriously, you're not even significant. But yet, the thing is they think they are. That's the crazy fucking shit. When I go into the movies, I have fun. I'm ripping on people. It's what it is. But at the end of the day, it's a stream about movies. I know I'm not changing the world. Do you really think that when this is over, I sit there and go, oh, well, man, you're really making a difference, Weber. Look at you. You're just out there killing it. Give me a fucking break. This is a fun thing to discuss, but I also understand its importance in life, and it's pretty low. They don't trust The Weeknd on screen after the shit show called The Idol. I shouldn't stop them from giving this fire-ass film a chance. Well, no, because they already go in with the review written, Luis. You know that. And plus, they don't want to stand out. Look at all the negative. Oh, I don't want to be the one person who said it's fresh. Well, remember what happened when I said Anora sucks? What happened? Everyone came after me. What's happening now? What has happened with the Anora narrative? You guys know. Now people are starting to say, how did that win? It's not a very good film. Go look. Search it up. Just go on X and search in Anora terrible. Who was the first person to say that? Me. I don't need backup. I'm an army of one, man. I don't need a backup. I don't care if I'm the only person who says fresh or rotten and everyone else says. Doesn't matter. I don't need that. So don't ever come to me and say everyone else says. I don't care. They're wrong. They're wrong. I said this is a polarizing film. But here's what I'm going to tell you. If you don't recognize the calibration on this film from a technical standpoint, the look, the feel, the score, sound, if you can't see that and you don't acknowledge that, then you are useless in this space. So I don't even see that. If you're going to write a negative review, at least say Trey Edward Schultz delivers a riveting looking film and really takes the tech up to the next level. But the screenplay and the weekend's performance at times bring the film down. That's fine. I can live with that. Not, it's the worst movie I've seen in a decade. Like these clowns. There's some clown. Look, let me find it. It's on Twitter. Let me find it. I saw it today and I was just like, why do we consider, let's pull him up. Give me a second. Let me hit it. There's me coming out of the theater. Hold on. Let's find him. Here it is. This is our guy right here. Okay, look at this. 158,000 views on this tweet. Hurry Up Tomorrow is easily one of the worst movies of the decade, a movie that can't even be saved by a powerhouse performance by Jenna Ortega. Full review soon. I can't wait for the full review. Let's go check out, who is this person? Mad and Broke, writer and EIC at Debrat Reviews. Everybody, let's go check out Debrat Reviews because, oh, what the fuck? Hold on. What? What happened to the site? This is who we're listening to. Some random person with fewer than 100 followers with a broken website. What happened to the Brat Reviews? Did you give up? Oh, but let's all pay attention to the man, the myth, the legend, Mad and Broke. There he is, Mad and Broke. Broken website. Can't wait for the full review. Let's take him seriously. No, there's no... Dude, Eagles, you're fucking crazy. Dude. Hey, that's a strike warning. Give him a strike warning. There is no universe in which this film is worse than Megalopolis at any single element of filmmaking. None. No, not one. Nope. Megalopolis, there's not one redeeming quality. Don't even start. Don't do that. I hope you're kidding. Please say you're kidding, Eagles, because that's... If you honestly believe that Hurry Up Tomorrow and the direction that Trey Edward Schultz delivers on that film versus Megalopolis and the pile of fucking elephant dung bullshit garbage, worst thing I've ever seen that Coppola delivers, guys, here's what I'm going to tell you. If you believe that, you're fucking dumb. I'm just going to call you out. You really have no idea what you're doing. Like, it's not like, I would never say that out loud because that announces to the world you have no idea what you're talking about. Like, none. Zero. None. It's not, it's, who, oh, the critic? Oh, who said that? I don't know. I didn't think you did, Eagles. You seem like a smart dude. Or girl. I don't know. I don't know sometimes. But no, guys, there's no universe in which Megalopolis is worse than Hurry Up Tomorrow. Flip that. Hurry Up Tomorrow. Right? No way. None. Zero. Oh, no. Megalopolis, guys, is there a scene from Hurry Up Tomorrow? Let me find it. Let's just play it. By the way, someone was complaining saying, hey, your stream last night, I couldn't hear some of the audio because I was playing the weekend track. Here's what happens sometimes. When I run my stream, I do not ever try to curtail my use of music, video, anything. Here's the problem with that. If I run a video that has copyright by Warner Brothers or Lionsgate or The Weeknd Music Publishing, whoever the hell publishes music, I get a notification saying if you're going to play this, you have to get rid of it like erase the song or cut it out. And I usually choose erase song because it blocks the video. But I said, oh, just erase the song. What happens is it kind of erased some of my audio. I can't, it's live, man. If you missed it, I'm sorry. I have a short video about it last night. I mean, I don't want to do the whole thing again. I had too much energy last night. I can't do it again the same way. Let me see if I can find a scene from Hurry Up Tomorrow. Give me 1 second. I'm on YouTube. Let's see if there is one, like a full scene here. There should be, because the movie's like totally bombing. Let me see. Let me find something that's good. The problem is that the scenes I'm looking at. Here's a different trailer. Let's watch a little of this. Okay, one more second. Okay. We're gonna watch some of this trailer. But remember what I told you about this film. Everything about Hurry Up Tomorrow. When you watch this from a directorial standpoint, from that score, OPN, to the edits, to the cinematography, to the everything here, right? The polish of the film. This opening shot in the trailer. This is elite direction. Elite direction.
Death is nothing at all. It does not kill. Everything remains exactly how it was.
Downtown LA. You got all these artistic flourishes, right, that pop in. This is my kind of shit. This is a straight up A24 film. Apparently they had this film and they sold it. I didn't even know that. That makes a lot of sense because it's totally an A24 film.
Whatever we were to each other, that we are still.
Like shots like that. It's a better shot than anything you'll find in Megalopolis. That shot, just one shot. Barry Keoghan adds a lot to the film. You know, I talked about this last night, just want to reiterate. I think The Weeknd was really helped here by Ortega and Keoghan because they are going to elevate your performance. I touched on that last night, but again, very important when you're breaking these things down to explain how the film manages to work better than it should because of those kind of things that you have two very talented actors alongside to elevate your game.
Call me by the old, familiar name.
There's, by the way, there's the spinning shot. If you guys ever saw Waves, okay, you see that shot. I talked to Trey about that shot from Waves early in that film. I want to say it's maybe one of the first scenes in Waves where Kelvin Harrison Jr. and his boys are in the car and the camera's spinning. Here's the only thing I'm going to tell Trey, and I know Trey has watched the stream in the past. I'm going to tell you this, Trey. Don't get too in love with that because it was cool once, but you use it more than once in this film. It's kind of like we saw the fisheye when we go back to Poor Things after we saw Favorite, right? When you look at Yorgos, he fell in love with the fisheye too much. I think that Trey's got to watch this whole spinning camera. I love it, but when you overdo it, it loses its impact.
Stop self-doubting, you're fucking invincible.
Shot on film, by the way. I tell you, it's a Safdie Brothers film, man. And there's the OPN score. Do you hear that? That is what we're talking about. We talk about a singular composition. Only one person could have done that, what we just heard. It's not like Desplat or Lauren Balfe. Anybody could do. Get me an orchestra and a baton, and I bet you I could come up with some bullshit just by waving my hands in the air.
You know, this is all really intense, but I'm not trying to hurt you. I'm really sorry about this. I really am.
What the
Yeah, there's the shot again, right?
fuck is going on? Hello?
shots, man. They're throughout this entire thing. The framing. I mean, that shot is so cool, right? We start at the front and roll back to the house on fire. Dudes, artistically, this film is straight fire. Straight fire. So Elena's dad, I disagree 100%. Now, granted, it's going to lose a lot of money. It's not doing well in sales. It's going to bomb this weekend, okay? That doesn't matter. No film is validated by box office, okay? Tar bombed. It's the best film of the 2020s for sure. One of the best films of the 2000s. It bombed the box office, okay? So I don't want to have a discussion about a bomb cements it's good or it's bad. Conversely, a film like Minecraft, not a great film. I enjoyed it for what it is. It's almost at $1 billion. So the value of art is not directly tied into box office. It just isn't, man. So I don't care if this film bombs. It doesn't mean I'm wrong. I'm right. This film is artistically exactly the kind of stuff that I want to watch in a multiplex. It's a hell of a lot more interesting than Final Destination. Okay? A hell of a lot more. Artistically, visually interesting. Don't you guys want to watch something that gets your creative juices? Like when you're watching it, you can feel like your creative energies start to surge because of your interaction with what you're watching. Why do you not want to have that? I mean, even if you are having a negative reaction, you're having a reaction. When I watch Final Bloodlines, you're just like, there comes another mousetrap kill. Oh, God, right? I mean, that's what I'm talking about. No, I know. It is a trademark shot, Core Division. And, go back. And did he have it in Krisha? I want to say he did. Krisha is a much better version of Beau is Afraid. Very similar film, better film. And when you look at Trey Edward Schultz, this film's been in the bag for a little bit, so I hope he has something else lined up. I can tell you right now, if I'm a studio, I don't even care about how this film does box office-wise. I am hiring Trey Edward Schultz to direct my next film. If I can get an awesome writer and Trey Edward Schultz to direct, this is a win, okay? That's what I firmly believe. I am buying stock in Trey Edward Schultz. I don't care if this opens with $5. I want him on my roster of directors. I want the Safdies, okay? I want Rose Glass. I want Charlotte Wells, okay? These are like the core of who I want, of young-ish directors that are badass. Okay. And when you look at Magazine Dreams, I would even put in that director from this year. You go back and you look at Nickel Boys, I would grab that director, right? When I watch films and I see the difference being made by the directorial talent, that's who I'm adding to my roster of directors for the MMT studios. We would release badass films, okay? Because, yes, I would have released this. I don't know what the price tag was, but if you would have told me a movie with The Weeknd and Jenna Ortega with Trey Edward Schultz, I would have looked at the script and say, let's change a couple things, but otherwise let's roll with this, okay? And if we didn't make money, I'd be like, I don't care. Artistically, I'm happy with it. I am. 100%. I'm very pleased with the outcome here. Because it's the best case scenario, because The Weeknd's not a great actor. I know that. We all know that. But the film covers up the flaws because of all of the elements we discussed last night. Artistic self-indulgence does not equate to bad cinema. Well, in this case, there is some. But it doesn't always equal that. Beau's Afraid, you talk about self-indulgent, right? Especially the runtime. I mean, if Beau is Afraid comes in at 140, I don't hate it as much. But when you're asking me to sit in a theater for 3 hours and sit through that shit, I'm really not going to be happy. And you can go back and check the reaction stream and me yelling at patrons at the AMC 6. I'll tell you what, man. I will defend my films very, very stoically. I mean, guys, you know that. Like, I'm not going to... Do you think that I'm ever going to change? Like, I'm not Matt Neglia, where I say something's great, and then, on second watch, I don't think it was that good. Nope. I don't need 2 watches. You shouldn't need 2 watches. You know why you need 2 watches? Because you're not sure of yourself. You're not confident. And frankly, you're not good. Because if you were talented, you wouldn't need 2 watches. I can get it done in 1. 1's all I need. It's not going to change. This movie rocks. You guys need to see it. I'm not kidding you. You need to get out and support Hurry Up Tomorrow. For me, literally, just do one thing for me. I don't ask for much. I don't ask for super chats. I don't ask for shit. I want you guys to get out here this weekend and support Hurry Up Tomorrow and hurry about it. Make it happen. And then listen, I'll make you a deal. If you really hated it and you have reasons why you hate this film, Sunday night, we are going to reconvene on the Sunday Night Spectacular. I will hit as many comments as possible for people saying you led us wrong, you're wrong. Okay, I have no problem with that. As long as you commit to going to see this film and watching for what I talked about last night. Okay, what did I talk about last night for those of you who don't quite recall? Let's remind you. In this film, we have elite cinematography, we have awesome oneers, and we have really crisp, clean edits with that OPN score, which is very good timey and uncut gemmy. And because he did the same thing. But it's one of those things that's just pulsating. And it'll just, you can't miss the energy that is just pouring out of that screen when you watch Hurry Up Tomorrow. Now, we already talked about the fact that this film has issues with the screenplay. But what I want you to pay attention to in this evaluation, because we're trying to train you guys to get better, you need to watch cinematography, score, edits, and just the overall finish of Trey Edward Schultz's direction on this. Okay? That's what we're looking for. I don't want you to come back and say the screenplay is very simple, psychotic lover, and Stan falls for pop star and then kidnaps. I don't want to hear that. I want to hear you say, oh God, I'm not talking about Soups tonight. I'll do it Sunday. I'll save Soups for Sunday. The only thing I want to get out of the stream tonight, other than final Bloodlines, is like whatever, is that you need to go see Hurry Up Tomorrow. I am the fan. You guys know. Look at me. It's all I care about. I don't care about anything else. All I care about is you guys going to see Hurry Up Tomorrow. Please, for me. Please. All right, do we have anything else tonight? I can hit a couple of comments. We have quite a few people watching tonight, so I feel like I should have watched a trailer or something. Otherwise, you guys are like, well, that was just all about Hurry Up Tomorrow. Well, I mean, yes, but there's a reason. I want you guys to support this film. Please do so. All right, let's see. Let's see if there's a new trailer we can watch real quick, and I'll save another one. Okay. I wasn't going to watch this, so just give me a second. I was not prepared to watch the trailer for Ironheart, okay? But I'm going to do it live. We'll do it live. Because I've heard this is something else. I don't watch Disney Plus shows, so this is only going to be a trailer reaction. I'll never watch the show. Let me just mention something about Ironheart. When I watched Black Panther 2, and all of a sudden this Ironheart girl shows up going to MIT, the first thing I thought when I watched the girl, the actress who's playing Ironheart, how is a 30-year-old woman at MIT in college at 18? She looks like she's 30. That was my reaction. She should look like she's like 17, 18, not 31. That was my reaction. Go back and watch the Black Panther 2 thing. I didn't just start now. I was the first person to say, who is this actress? She's way too old to be playing an MIT student unless she's like going after her third grad degree. Yeah, we know.
Hello?
I mean, she looks like she's 38, for fuck's sake. Doesn't she? She was at MIT as a student. What the hell? That's no 18-year-old college student. That's like a mom with 2 kids, man. By the way, this has nothing to do with race. This has to do with that looks like a mom. That's not a college student. That's how we were introduced to her. Black Panther wasn't 10 years ago. Black Panther 2 was what, 2 years ago? So she didn't age 10 years in 2 years.
For real?
Welcome, Mary. In less than 3 minutes, the air in this elevator will no longer be breathable.
Oh, what is this?
Your interview. You'll suffocate and die unless you break into the device on the floor, where you'll find a gas mask. Good luck.
Screw this.
So she's MacGyver. Okay, got it.
I heard Riri Williams was a genius.
Hey, it's the guy from In the Heights. I like that guy. He's good. He was good in, well, Transformers suck, but I always like this dude. He's cool.
So you in or out?
His hair looks a little fucked up, but that's...
Riri, I see you. I see you're fed up, waiting to be acknowledged for your greatness.
You are not the first genius at MIT.
How come
Yep, see? She's at MIT. She's 30 with 2 kids.
you're not working at one of those fancy tech firms?
After my internship abroad, I want to build something undeniable. Something
Important?
iconic.
It's a brand new
I can give you the tools to help you carry out your vision. But anyone who's ever accomplished anything iconic in life has had to do some questionable things to get it done. What will you do, Riri?
You've bitten off a hell of a lot more than you can chew. I could chew a lot.
Ugh, what? That's the line? That's so bad. God, man, some of this dialogue, man. I can chew a lot. Ooh. I like anything, like chew on this, bitch. Anything's better than I can chew a lot. Fuck.
You know nothing about
And they picked it for the trailer.
this man.
You're gonna end up dead or in jail.
This is so much bigger than that.
Okay, I mean, I think it looks good, right? We can agree, at least the way the show, sorry, my bad. We don't talk about shows. The way the show is shot looks solid. I don't know, did Coogler, I don't know if he directed this. He didn't. He wouldn't direct a TV show, would he? He's just a producer. He might have given some tips to the director. But overall, I think it looks pretty solid from a, just the eyeball test. But am I going to watch Ironheart? Hell no. I'm not watching this. I'm not gonna watch. I don't watch this stuff. I know a lot of you would love it if I watch it and get into it. Like, that's how you get views, right? Let's talk about Ironheart this week. It's another stupid woke show. Oh my god. Hey everybody, we're all anti-woke. That's all we're gonna do here. Isn't that fun? You know exactly what I'm gonna say before we start because the show's woke, so therefore I have to hate it. That's the world we live in, right? You can't actually have someone who is objective all the time and says things that is honest and true to what they believe versus, oh, this is all tribal. Everything that's woke's terrible. Everything that's anti-woke is bad. Whatever. Oh, my God. Stop, man. I just don't want to watch this, period. I'm tired of superhero shit. Not excited for Superman. Not excited for Ironheart. Ain't racial. Ain't nothing but tired of capes. Right? Come on, man. So that's it. Really simple. No, I'm not watching. You can't make me watch this. But it might mean a lot of views because people like Ironheart and they like to see people rip on a show that's woke. Too bad. Ain't doing it. MMT's never going to do that shit. All right, let's get ready. I got to save a little energy for Sunday. It's been a fun week. I mean, that's been a busy week. I mean, listen, Mission Impossible 8 was so disappointing, guys. I'm sorry that I have to tell you that. But as we get ready to do the comment blast closeout here on this Thursday night, let me just tell you that I don't want to ever come on the stream and tell you that a film's bad, that I didn't enjoy my time consuming product X, insert film. But unfortunately, with Mission Impossible 8, it is so underwhelming from an excitement level, right? When you go to watch a movie like a Mission Impossible 8, you are, as I talked back on Monday, you're looking to have a cinematic erection of sorts, correct? Right? Oh, he's so crass. I can't believe he's saying, too bad. I'll talk about it however I want. My fucking channel. Here's what I'm going to tell you, is that's what you're looking for in a film like Mission Impossible 8. And you are cinematically flaccid. And I know you guys aren't going to believe me until you see it. Just wait. When you see Mission Impossible 8, you're all going to say, why? Why did you just do the first hour and a half, 2 hours of that? All this exposition and fucking AI talk and the entity and, oh my God, the rules. And if we do this, the entity will know that. And then we go, oh my God, just do something fun. Tom Cruise doesn't even look like he's having fun. That is the most damning criticism of a film that I could ever imagine giving to a Mission Impossible. It's not fun. What? Huh? If you told me that 6 months ago, the final installment of Mission Impossible will not be any fun, I'd be like, what? No, God, what are you doing? Come on. How did they do? What? How did they do that? That's what I said. I looked at Menzel sitting next to me halfway through. I looked, dude. And Paramount, sorry that you invited me. I don't know what to tell you, but you don't have a great film. I can't believe Cruise doesn't know that. It's so disappointing. It'll end up being one of the most disappointing films of the year. Easy. And I know we're really early and you guys haven't seen it. Just trust me. You all come back next week when we do the live reaction for you guys. I'll bring in your comments. You're all going to say I was underwhelmed. You all are. Guaranteed. And I'll be like, well, Weber was ahead of everyone because I don't need the backup, man. That's how you quickly, as we get ready to wrap here. I actually got a DM from somebody in the space that you guys probably know who it is, and it was nice. Reached out and said, hey, I want you to know that I know people give you a lot of this and that, but you nailed Mission Impossible 8 and also Hurry Up Tomorrow. And I go, thank you. Because I feel like it's nice to know that you're not the only person who can see these things, right? It's always tough when you live in a world like we live in now, and you have people that think Enora is a best picture. And you just go, what happened? When did people start losing their minds? Because this is never and never will be ever considered that. Whether it wins, and it has that, I don't care. That is the biggest joke in the history of the Academy. And now I don't even care about the Oscars. Okay? I don't care. Shut down awards ace. I'm done. I'm not talking about the fucking Oscars anymore. If you're going to give Enora multiple Oscars, screenplay, I don't want to talk about awards anymore. They're meaningless. You've effectively ruined your entire reputation over that film. In addition to Everything Everywhere, but Everything Everywhere is better than Enora. No, Naked Gun looks bad. Louis, looks bad. This rest of this year looks terrible. All right, come up. It really does. It does not look like anything I'm excited for. All right, let's see. Do I have one more song I can crank up here tonight that's kind of like chill as we get ready to go? Let's see. Do I have something saved? And let's see. How about this one? Hold on. Let me turn it up. I think I lost my volume. And then we'll listen to a couple comments and we're out of here. I'm not going to go an hour tonight. There it is. There it is. This is from Estiva. Really cool progressive act. New album's out right now on Colorized. Dune's a bigger film than Enora. Oh, hell yeah. It's a better film. It's a better film for sure. Open comment. Anything you got, come hit me. If you're watching on X, you can't comment. You got to go to YouTube. Midnight Movie Talk. You'll find us. Like, subscribe. I don't say that enough, but because I don't really care. I enjoy doing the stream. I mean, if we have one viewer or 1,000, it's all good. Doesn't matter to me. Tom Cruise going to win the Oscar for stunts. Yeah, this year, right? Probably. I mean, yeah, for sure. I mean, he's crazy. The biplane scene is insanity. You watch it and go, I can't believe this guy's doing that. Problem with the biplane scene, it shows up at 2 hours and 30 minutes into the movie. You got 2 hours and 30 minutes, and now I'm finally in a biplane. If the biplane sequence had shown up like an hour in, I would have paced it better. But the fact you have to wait for the biplane till the very end. Finally got to see last weekend. Thank you. Really good film. He's talking about The Ballad of Wallace Island. Terrific film. More people need to see it. Some really clever jokes and heart throughout the film. 100%. Eagles, we highly recommended that film, right? Best films of the year this year, by the way, right now, are as follows. In no particular order. Companion, Ballad of Wallace Island, Magazine Dreams, Warfare, and Hurry Up Tomorrow from a directorial standpoint. Those 5 films are the 5 fire films of 2024. 5. When I look at Battle Wild Island, that's a very generic direction. It's fine. It's competent. That's not direction, right? That's screenplay. What? Just quickly, let me just talk about this. Hurry Up Tomorrow, direction, Ballad of Wallace Island, performances, and screenplay. You math the 2, you've got a perfect film. But that's why we're able, right? We can understand that there's different things that films excel at. What you're looking for is something that does everything right, like a Social Network, right? You've got the score, you got the cinematography, you got the editing, you got the screenplay, you got the performance, you got everything. Best film of the 2000s, one of the best films ever made. It's a masterpiece, okay? Tar getting robbed is the end of the Oscars. Stewie, you're right. I mean, we talked about that. Who was the guy who talked about that really early on? I talked about Tar being the best film of 2022 when I came out of the theater. I'm like, this is instant classic. This is at a near masterpiece level. Now I believe it to be there. It won no Oscars. So it's done. It doesn't matter. The Oscars mean nothing. They honestly, if you have an Oscar, everything that used to represent is now meaningless. It's 100% accurate. 100%. Any other comments before we get out of here? I'm going to close it before an hour. You're not getting an hour tonight. I already got multiple hours this week. I'm good. So all 5 of those on the big screen. Did you? Which one? You talking about Final Destination? Or which one? I don't remember which 5 we're talking about here. I'm talking about so many different things here. Go, hey, Johnny, give, no, I never say this. Go give the film a second chance. If you didn't like it, you didn't like it. I'm done with that. You gave it a chance. You said you liked the direction. But I really love the direction, as you can tell, Johnny. And we still value, man. Your opinion's awesome. A lot of you are really smart. Mark, Johnny, Steve coming in here. Love you guys. You guys are awesome. You really are. We've built a community. Oh, the 5 best of 2025. Yeah, you did see them all. Same here. Yeah, I saw them all in theaters, 100%. I'm glad. Are you with me, Johnny? Yeah, I know you don't like Hurry Up Tomorrow as much as me. But, I mean, this has been a weak year, really up and down. Those 5 films I would take into battle against any film. Sinners is not in the top 5. Nope. No. Hurry Up Tomorrow's better direction than Sinners 2. Oh, God, yeah, guys. No question. All right, well, watch out there. Wow, Weber, you're out of control. All right, guys, thanks for being here. We're back on Sunday. If you do me a favor, please go see Hurry Up Tomorrow. I mean that. I really do. From the bottom of my heart, I want you to see this film, and I want you to come back on Sunday and tell me if you had an issue with it from a technical standpoint. I can't wait to hear that. But from a screenplay, I'm going to give you that. I cede you that, right? CEDE. I give you that. The problem is that there's no way you can miss what I'm telling you to watch for. And once you see it and feel it, you're going to be like, hell yeah, I see exactly what Weber sees. That's what we're trying to do here. Okay? Ultimately, that's it. Thanks for being here live, City of Angels. I'll see you back here Sunday morning, breaking box office, and Sunday night for more Hurry Up Tomorrow. Support the film. I like it a lot. Good night.